I miss you so very much. I thought that maybe we could spend some time together with me reading to you one of the stories that Grandma wrote for me and your uncles and your aunt when we were little girls and boys. So I thought that this would be a good time for us to share something together. All right, so the first story is about Uncle Kent, and it's called The Talking Pillow. Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Kent. He was 5 years old, and he lived on a farm with his mother and his father. There were no brothers or sisters, so Kent had no one to play with. Most of the time, he would play in his sandbox or go down to the barn and talk to the animals. He talked to Lester the horse, Nellie the cow, Sally the duck, and all the chickens in the barnyard. Suddenly he heard a tiny voice. He turned around, but he couldn't see anyone. And then again he heard it. "Kent, Kent, why are you crying?" Kent answered, "Because I don't have anyone to play with." "You can play with me," said the voice. "I know some good games." Then Kent saw that the voice came from his pillow. He picked it up and he carefully looked at it, but he couldn't find the voice. Then the pillow said, "Don't be frightened. I'm your friend. Please talk with me." Kent was very pleased with this. At last he had a friend. He didn't have to be alone anymore. "What kind of games can we play?" asked Kent. "We can play hide and seek," said the pillow. "You can cover your eyes and I'll hide. Then you look for me." "That's a good idea," said Kent, and he covered his eyes. They played like that all day. When Kent went to the dinner table, he told his mother and his father all about his new friend. They listened to his stories about the games and the fun they had, and were so happy to see Kent laughing again that they didn't tell him that they didn't believe his stories. For many months, Kent was very happy. Then one night when he went to bed, his pillow was gone. Kent looked under his bed, no pillow. He looked under and on his dresser, no pillow. He looked under and on his desk, no pillow. He looked in his closet, still no pillow. Kent looked all over the house and even in the barn, but he just couldn't find his talking pillow. Finally, he had to go to bed without his good friend, the talking pillow. When his mother turned off the light, Kent began to cry softly. Then he noticed a bright glow coming from the head of his bed. It grew brighter and brighter until the whole room was full of light. Then he heard a familiar voice calling him. "Kent, don't cry. Please move the bed. I'm stuck." Kent moved the bed, and there was his talking pillow right between the bed and the wall. He picked it up and held it close to him. And then he said, "You're as bright as the light on my dresser. What happened to you?" The pillow answered, "I'm not really a talking pillow. I'm your guardian angel, and I'm always with you. Just believe in me and you will never be lonely. You will always have a friend you can talk to." Kent was so happy he shouted, "Hooray!" He held the pillow tight and said, "You may call yourself my guardian angel if you wish, and I believe in you, but you will always be my talking pillow." The end. Wasn't that a great story? I love you, Charles. I hope I see you again soon. Mwah.